This signal broadcasts from somewhere between a city council meeting and the public record. Last cycle, congressional candidates raised $3.8 billion. These figures are filed, public, and sitting in a database waiting for a question. The information is searchable, yet it remains largely untouched by the people it affects most. The hyper-visible scale of political wealth serves as its own kind of camouflage. It counts on the fact that most people will see the staggering numbers and assume the details are beyond their reach. When we add the $15.7 billion raised by PACs, the scale of congressional fundraising begins to look small by comparison. Another $4.4 billion in independent expenditures finishes the total. These figures represent a receipt. It is the kind of record the system hands to the public while assuming they will never actually read it. This entire financial landscape relies on the assumption that citizens will be too intimidated by the complexity to perform an audit. Transparency is a hollow tool if the sheer volume of data is designed to overwhelm the person looking at it. Campaign totals are volunteered. The real challenge begins when we ask for the information the government hasn't offered up. Access is restricted by bureaucratic friction, the long series of procedural hurdles standing between a citizen and a simple government decision. The federal FOIA backlog currently sits at 200,000 requests. These are people who asked a question and are still waiting for an answer. This backlog represents 200,000 instances where structural silence was the primary response to a public inquiry. The most effective way to protect a secret isn't a locked vault. It is a line that never moves. Researching these records often means confronting stacks of unindexed files and stalled requests. Institutions often bet that the public will run out of patience before they find the record they are looking for. Complex filing systems and endless pending review statuses function as friction tactics, turning a straightforward question into an exhausting ordeal. This friction is designed to exert a psychological toll, slowly draining the desire to investigate further. When the process is made difficult enough, the resulting fatigue leads people to abandon their own questions. Overcoming this friction does not require a law degree or a badge. It starts by moving away from the scale of federal data and looking at the decisions made in your own community. A single downloaded PDF with a terrible, confusing file name can be the absolute most important record in your city. By reducing the search to one specific question and one local document, you strip away the system's ability to overwhelm you with scale. There is a basic framework for interrogating any public contract or budget. First, locate who benefits and who pays. Identify the specific person or corporation receiving the funds and the specific budget line providing them. Next, find out who approved it and verify where the official record is filed. Identify the opaque power, secure the receipt, and repeat the process. The advantage of institutional complexity disappears the moment a person realizes they can turn a hunch into a question and a question into a record.